Hello and welcome to our next lecture on learning Autodesk Inventor. In this video we are going to continue with the extrude tool, but this time we are going to make a model by using a drawing. So I found one in internet and I'm going to share it with you. Let's go first start a sketch. Let's choose the XY plane and go to image and insert an image. As you can see, I already have one. Just insert it. I'm gonna insert it on the positive side of the coordinate system, just like here. Alright, let's hit OK and finish the sketch. Now we are going to make a drawing by using we are going to make a model by using this drawing. How are we going to do that? Okay, let's go start another sketch, and this time we are going to start in this XZ plane. Alright, now first we need to take a look of the drawing and see how are we going to start. Okay, there are many ways to start making this. We can either make first a rectangle. We can make a sketch with a rectangle, then we can make an extrusion from the bottom to the top, then we can make another sketch here, then another extrusion and cut this off, then we can make another sketch here and another extrusion, and so on. Or we can just make it from this side. We can make an extrusion here, then we can cut these other parts off. But I think it's best to start from the bottom. Alright, so let's read what the dimensions are. So this side here is this side, and it says it's 70 millimeters. And this side here will be this side. This is 3 times 20 millimeters, so it's 60 millimeters. Alright, let's start with our drawing. As you can see, we are still on the sketch mode, so don't let that confuse you. We are just moving with the pen around. Let's make a rectangle here, and just as the drawing, you're going to make this 70 millimeters and we're going to make this 60 millimeters, and hit enter. Right click and OK. So as you can see, we just created a simple drawing. Now we are going to go and finish the sketch, and let's hit F6, and now we have our drawing. Now what are we going to do next? We are going to make an extrusion from this point to this point. Let's just go ahead and do that. Let's take the extrude tool, select the surface, but it automatically detected. And what is this distance from here to here? Let's go ahead and read it. It says it's 20 millimeters. Let's make it 20 millimeters and hit enter. So now we are here. What are we gonna do next? We need to create this part. We are gonna create another sketch, and then we are gonna make another extrusion here. What is this distance from here to here? Let's get closer and see it. It is not given, but we are given this from this point to this point, and we know this distance, so we can just subtract 60 minus 20, which is 40 millimeters. Now we need to click here and create a sketch. We will make another rectangle here. We won't give the dimensions first because we are gonna use the constraint tools. Let's make it constrained with this part here. You see this little circle here? You click that, and now it is constrained. And now we are going to make this constrained to this point here, and this as well. Right click, hit OK. Now we have to give a dimension from here to here. Let's just see the drawing first, and as you can see, it is 20 millimeters. Let's just go back. We can make it from the top view to see it better, and we are going to give it a dimension of 20 millimeters. And now we are done. Let's click finish the sketch. And now we said that we are going to need the extrusion tools once again. Go and extrude it. So the distance was 60 minus 20, which is 40 millimeters. Hit OK, and now as you can see, we are done. So we are getting pretty close on realizing it. We are getting pretty close. What do we need to do next? We have to make this we must cut this piece here. We have to make this cutting here. Let's just first read the dimensions. So this part from here to here, it says it's 20 millimeters, and from here to here it is not given. Unfortunately, it's not. So we are going to just assume some distance. Okay, we can either go and make a sketch on this side, or we can go and make a sketch on this side. Let's just make a sketch here. Now we are going to use a new tool. We are going to use this project geometry, and we are going to click this line, just so you know that there is a line, there is a separation. So that's what I mean. Once again, let's zoom in, and we are going to make a rectangle. Let's make it okay. Now this distance from here to here was 20 millimeters. Let's escape this. Now from here to here it was 20 millimeters as well. Now it is in the middle, so this has to be aligned with the bottom line. Let's use this constraint. Now it is aligned. Right click. So we need to align this and this. Now we are done. Hit OK, and now we can finish the sketch. So how do we make this cutting? One more time, by using the extrude tool, but this time we are going to make a cutting. We are not going to create something, but we are going to cut it. So let's just select this surface. We are going to make it on the opposite direction, and we need to give it a distance. So let's say 30 millimeters. I think it's 30 millimeters. I don't know, I might be wrong. Hit OK, and now as you can see, we made this little cutting here. Now, are we finished? Not yet, because we need to make this chamfer here. We could just go and use the chamfer tool, but we are going to talk about that more in detail later. So we are going to make another cutting here. So how do we make this cutting here? Let's see the details here. So we have from this edge downwards 20 millimeters, and from this edge in the right direction 15 millimeters. Okay, let's go and create another sketch here. Okay, now we're going to need a line. So it said from this point downwards it was 20 millimeters. Just hit enter. Let's escape this for right now. We're gonna make another line from here in this direction, 50 millimeters. And now we are going to connect both of them. Right click, hit OK. And now as you can see, it is perfectly constrained. Let's finish this one more time. And now once again we are going to use the extrude tool. So we are going to give a cutting. This is for cutting. And what is the distance? We can make it all. So it will cut all what is in this direction. But we can also use this tool, and we are going to give the distance. So we are just going to select this surface and it will cut it until this surface. So, or you can just do it manually if you want. Okay, and now we have this cutting. I think it looks pretty similar, and that's how you make it from a drawing. Now of course it is not necessary to insert an image and to look over it. You can just look it on a paper, but I just make it to illustrate you how to do it. Alright, I think we are done with this. Let's just hit F6. Let's zoom a little bit. And okay, we are done. So, thanks for watching. That's it for this lecture. Hope you enjoyed it. And see you next time. Goodbye.